The PDP 2023 presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has called out Bola Ahmed Tinubu over a claim that Alexander Zygmunt was his classmate in Chicago State University. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who during a Renew Hope inauguration of agricultural equipment had introduced a man he called his classmate from Chicago State University. But however, a quick search shows that something was missing with Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his so-called classmate. Bola Ahmed Tinubu introduced him as a friend and a partner. Atiku Abubakar, who spoke through his spokesperson Paul Ibe, released a press statement saying, "Tinubu's curious classmate, Nigerians deserve answers, not more confusion." During the inauguration of the Renew Hope mechanization program in Abuja yesterday, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu made what appeared to be a light-hearted revelation that a certain Mr. Alex Zygmunt was his classmate at Chicago State University. But rather than invoke confidence, the claim has triggered more questions than answers, particularly regarding the president's long-contested academic history. A basic review of publicly available information immediately calls the president's claim into question. Mr. Alex Zygmunt, a Belarusian businessman, whose name features prominently in controversial dealings across Africa and financial improprieties in Zimbabwe and the Democratic Republic of Congo, is listed in various reports as being born in 1966. By the year 1979, when President Tinubu claims to have graduated from Chicago State University, Mr. Zygmunt would have been only 13 years old. Are we now to believe that the Guinness Book of Records missed the story of a 13-year-old Belarusian prodigy graduating from an American university alongside Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Even more troubling is the president's casual association with a man whose international reputation is mired in scandal. This leads us to ask, with the solemn weight of patriotism and the urgency of truth, Mr. President, Nigerians deserve to know why a man born in 1966 is being paraded as your classmate who graduated in 1979. Were you taught in the same classroom or in different decades? Mr. President, Nigerians deserve to know if the Alex Zygmunt of global infamy, the arms-linked tycoon, shares the same seat in your memories or only in a script of fiction. Mr. President, Nigerians deserve to know why the mystery around your academic record deepens with every attempt to clarify it. Who truly walked the halls of Chicago State University with you? Mr. President, Nigerians deserve to know why, since you claim to have presented a certificate from Government College, Lagos to gain entry into Richard Dell College in 1973, no classmate from that institution has ever spoken of sharing a desk with you. Mr. President, Nigerians deserve to know how a school founded in 1972 could issue you a certificate dated 1970 unless you were a lone prophet of a school yet unborn. Mr. President, Nigerians deserve to know why you have not proudly unveiled a single verifiable classmate from your supposed years in Government College Lagos or Government College Ibadan or Chicago State University the way other leaders do with ease and pride. Mr. President, your oath of office binds you not just to protect your nation, but to honor its truth. The presidency is not a sanctuary for secrets. It is a platform for integrity. And as such, Nigerians await not tales of Alexis from distant land, but proof, clarity, and the simple dignity of fact. Signed, Atiku Media Office. The problem with us in this country is that we play with so many things. What Bola Ahmed Tinubu did in Abuja yesterday is something that should have caused an uproar. It's something that should have caused an investigation. We are talking about the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, not just an ordinary man. Making a bogus claim that is false about his classmate is not something that should be pushed under the carpet. Tinubu's assertion that Alex Zygmunt was his classmate at Chicago State University in 1979 is problematic on multiple fronts. Publicly available records indicate that Zygmunt was born in 1966, making him just 13 years old when Tinubu claims to have graduated from the Chicago State University. The notion of a 13-year-old Belarusian prodigy attending an American university alongside Tinubu is credulous. It's not something that we should be discussing in Nigeria. It's not something that should be coming from the mouth of the president. It is a slap and mockery to Nigeria. This is the best way to demarcate a country. Tell me how other countries are going to look at Nigeria when they look at the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria making a credulous statement. All Tinubu is trying to do is to prove that he attended Chicago State University. But the more he tried to prove this, the more he exposed all the controversies around him. The age discrepancy is only the beginning, it's just but a little. Zigman's international reputation adds a layer of concern to Tinubu's claim. Described in various reports as a businessman linked to allegations of arms trafficking and financial misappropriation in African nations like Zimbabwe and the Democratic Republic of Congo, Zigman's association with Tinubu raised red flag. Why would the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria publicly align himself with a figure of such controversial repute? This is not the first time Tinubu's academic history has come under fire. For years, his educational credentials has been a subject of intense debate, with critics pointing to inconsistencies that undermine his claims. Tinubu has stated that he graduated from Chicago State University in 1979 and presented a certificate from Government College, Lagos to gain entry into Richard Dell College in 1973. Yet, no verifiable classmates from these institutions have ever come forward to corroborate this story. A sharp contrast to other public figures who proudly share memories and connections from their school days. Further complicating matters is the claim that Tinubu received a certificate from Government College, Lagos dated 1970, despite the school being founded in 1972. As Atiku pointedly remarked, how could a school founded in 1972 issue you a certificate dated 1970? Unless you were a lone prophet of a school yet unborn. These discrepancies, coupled with the allegation of certificate forgery that surfaced during the 2023 presidential election, have fueled skepticism about Tinubu's academic journey, not just his academic journey, but his whole life history. The controversies surrounding Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his academic, his age, is not merely a matter of personal biography. It has profound implications for Nigerians' governance and public trust. The presidency, as Atiku emphasized, is not a sanctuary for secret. It is a platform for integrity. A leader's credibility is foundational to effective governance, and persistent questions about Tinubu's past erode public confidence in his administration. At a time when Nigerian grapples with economic hardship, food insecurity, and political polarization, the president's inability to provide clear, verifiable answers about his background only deepens the nation's challenges. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's association with Zigman, particularly in the context of a 70 million tractor deal, raises concerns about transparency in government contracts. It is important to note that awarding such a significant contract to a foreign company, especially one linked to a controversial figure, contradicts Tinubu Nigerian First policy. It is also a conflict of interest, which is a criminal offense. Tinubu said his presidency was built on a promise of renewed hope and economic prosperity. Yet the persistent cloud of secrecy surrounding his past threatens to overshadow this ambition. Nigeria deserves a leader who embodies the simple dignity of fact. The questions raised by Zigman controversy are not trivial. They strike at the heart of trust, accountability, and leadership. Why has no classmate from Tinubu's alleged time at Chicago State University or his earlier schools come forward? Why does each attempt to clarify his academic record deepens the mystery? And why align with a figure like Zigman, whose reputation could tarnish Nigeria's international standing? The oath of office, as Atiku Abubakar has reminded, binds the president to honor the truth and protect the nation. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.